How's it going, Commanders? Want to apologize first and foremost for the lateness. Work has been crazy, the holidays came, and I got the flu. It was just roadblock after roadblock that kept me from making this last video. But this is the last part of my hero builds for the Frozen Fjords season. And what a crazy season it has been. Thank you all so much for the new followers, crazy amount of views, and love from the community. I'm slowly but steadily gaining more followers, almost reaching 500. I never thought I'd get that many followers, but here's to more. Anyways, before I gush on about how amazing you guys are, let's do a little recap as to what the Outlanders have for the modifiers. Super Outlander grants us the ability to not use energy with our anti-material charge, so farm to your heart's content. Got a good hero for that one. We also gain a fragment every 50 seconds, which in my opinion is way too long. Our abilities get a 30% damage buff, but the takeback is that we have reduced weapons and trap damage. Notice how nowhere in the modifier list did it say we can reduce our ability cooldown like with the soldier, constructor, or ninjas. That's because their abilities take much longer to reload than an Outlander's. Like I said before, an Outlander has the ability to basically summon a small army to defend the objective, so that's what we're going to be focusing on. But before we look at damage, let's see what we can do with the Outlander's natural talent, farming. With the fact that our anti-material charge no longer takes energy, we can farm to our heart's content. And those materials are needed so we can craft up some traps. Though our trap damage is very limited, that doesn't mean we can't use stalling traps like tar pits or floor freeze. Those don't do damage. Our commander at first will be Cassie Clip Lipman. She comes with the commander perk High Caliber Harvest. Objects destroyed by anti-material charge have a 100% chance to drop additional ingredients. This means that whatever we are farming, whether it's rough floor, planks, twine, anything, it will give us almost double what we usually get. And with our anti-material charge not costing us energy, we can farm almost limitlessly. There isn't really much we can do with our anti-material charge. We do have some heroes to buff it a bit by increasing the range and quote-unquote damage, but really, what's the point when you can just spam your anti-material charge over and over? So how about we buff Clip's Teddy so that we can farm without interruption? Let's move on with our team perk. Totally rocking out. Not only will this increase our crit rating, but this will also heal us if we do have to get into a scuffle with a horde of husks. We do still need two totally rad heroes, so we got Breakbeat Wildcat with her Battle Beat. You know the story, eliminate 10 husks in 9 seconds, and we activate Rocking Rift. But we also got Mainstage Quinn with her Sub Wafers, where farming metal gives us wafers, which activates Rocking Rift. This gives us a quick buff and heals us from damage. We don't need to eliminate a husk to heal. For our other support heroes, we got the iconic Madcap, a semi-new hero that was introduced to save the world a few months ago. He comes with the support perk Teddy Spores, where Teddy creates a spore cloud when attacking new targets. We'll get to that part in a bit. And spore clouds cause affliction to enemies for 2 seconds. This is a nice hero to use to clear crowds. But notice how it says it'll only activate a spore cloud with every new target. That is where Jilly Teacup comes in with Under Warranty. Teddy has a 100% crit chance against new targets and has a 5% chance to malfunction, finding new enemies after every shot. This is a perfect 1-2 combo for any Teddy build, so you can cause affliction to every husk that comes your way. And lastly, a little extra damage comes from Gumshoe with her perk Pressing Charges. She increases damage of your fragment abilities by 30%. Not that big of a buff, but this does also apply to your spores, meaning your affliction will do more damage as well. A nice hero build for you to farm with no worries of dying or being caught in the middle of exploring the map. But like I said before, this is a farming loadout for you to gather materials and help your team when needed. If you want an Outlander build that does insane damage, then boy do I have a build for you. For our commander, we have the great Madcap taking the lead, and his Teddy Spores now slow enemies down by 50% for 4 seconds. This means that those husks that are afflicted stay in the cloud of spores, taking even more damage. A beautiful way to stall the husks and force them to keep eating your bullets. As for our team perk, we got Happy Holidays, because without it, our cooldown would last around 60 seconds. But with Happy Holidays, that drops down to 36. And even then, our wait time will be around 6 seconds after our Teddy disappears, meaning we will be able to throw another one down just after a small wait. As for the support team, we still have Jilly Teacup for her Under Warranty perk so that we can target new husks and cause the spore clouds to activate. But we also have Trailblazer Quinn next with her perk Berserker, which increases our Teddy damage by 30%. Jingle Jess gives us Bear With Me, which increases our Teddy duration by 4 seconds, which is very nice because if we didn't have her, we'd have to wait a whole 10 seconds till our Teddy came back up after it disappears. Fragment Flurry Jess comes with Fragment Generation, where every elimination gains 1 charge fragment. This is very important because whenever we have a charge fragment, this not only reduces the cooldown of our fragment abilities like Teddies and Shock Towers, this makes it so we don't use our energy at all when using our ability. Yes, you can try and find those fragments around the map, but you'll be lucky enough to get 3 while your teams try to defend the objective. Plus, like I said earlier, the 50-second wait time for fragments from the modifiers are a little too slow for my taste. Best to generate fragments with eliminations. And lastly, we got Gumshoe again with her Pressing Charges perk, where our fragment abilities gain another 30%. So Gumshoe on top of Trailblazer Quinn, that is a 60% damage buff, which is amazing to use during this venture seasons. Remember, your weapons and traps damage won't do much, so you'll need to rely on your abilities at all times. Buff your abilities as much as possible. If you want to clear more crowds instead of just focusing on a single husk, then we can use the same hero loadout, but with just one small tweak. Let's replace Gumshoe with Hybrid, a ninja with the perk Fire of the Dragon. Replacing the 30% damage boost to fragment abilities, this hero will increase the duration of our affliction caused by the spores. This means that those husks that get affected will take damage for much longer, leaving them so weak even a small tap with your pickaxe will delete them from existence. And lastly, this hero build is solely focused on damage, not crowd clearing. For our commander, we actually switched Madcap with Trailblazer Quinn. Her commander perk Berserk now increases the damage to 46% and fire rate by 25%. More damage and faster fire rate means an immediate sweep of the Husk Horde. As for our team perk, we will stick with Happy Holidays to reduce the cooldown and have the same team as our second loadout. Fragment Flurry Jess with Fragment Generation, Madcap for our Teddy Spores, Jilly Teacup for our Under Warranty perk, Gumshoe for that 30% damage buff, and Jingle Jess for that extra duration. This is a simple yet most effective hero loadout to just do damage. This build is even strong enough to take down Smashers all on its own. But that about does it for today. Like I said, Outlanders are some of the few heroes where you can summon a small army to fight for you, and this means you can do missions almost all on your own with very little difficulty. Still, doesn't hurt to have friends with you when completing ventures. Also, if you don't have Jilly Teacup, worry not. She is available right now by completing the Misfit Toys questline. Not only does she give you the Under Warranty perk, but she also gives you the team perk Happy Holidays, which you'll need for a lot of your hero builds. So go get her right now if you haven't. Again, thank you Commanders for all the support you've given me with these videos. I'll be making more hero loadouts for every season of Ventures. Let me know if you would like to see more or if you have a hero loadout in mind that you want me to try. I'll be more than happy to look them up and try them out. if I find a hero loadout I like and find it to be incredibly strong, I'll give you a shout out for the amazing build. But other than that, if you guys like my content, why not leave a like? And if you guys want to get more updates regarding the game, why not drop a follow? Until then, as always, stay safe and game on!